All right, everybody. How's it going? You know what? I hear like an echo from my other phone, but I'm going to have to turn this thing off. So I'm doing a live stream about Jazz Improv. And I'm going to have to take this phone off here right now. And, how you practice this stuff. So do me a favor, if you're watching right now, please share my live stream. And I'll we'll talk about how I practice these types of things. How I practice, tunes, and how I teach my students these type of things. Okay. Just so you know, remember to share my live stream. I'm at Ron Jackson Music everywhere, and please follow me if you don't already, or subscribe to me wherever you're at. Now. So, when I'm actually approaching jazz improv, I'm thinking many different things. But one good exercise I like to do is actually trying to play through tunes, okay? And really know how to play through changes, we call them. Know your chord scales, your arpeggios, and get through the chords without, and try to sound good on them. So if you have any questions about that, please, ask me some questions. So if I'm playing through a song that's really difficult, let's say a lot of people think about like John Coltrane tunes, like Moment's Notice. There's a lot of chords there. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera back. It's a little too close, someone's saying. So let me put it back a little bit. I'm going to put the computer back. The thing is, you can see my background now, unfortunately. That's why it's so close. So let me try that now. Oh, now it's all messed up. That's a little bit better, actually. So let me try this. So if you have any questions about that, let me know, everybody. I'm going to go back here. Low in sound. So my sound is too low, someone's saying. So let me see. Let me go over here and see what that looks like now. See, I'm going to try to do this now. I don't want to be doing this. The guitar sounds too low. Okay. I'll turn it up a little bit. How about now? How's that sound, everybody? Does this sound better? Okay, good. So we're making progress here. So let me just turn this camera around so you don't see my background. So anyway, everybody. It's Ron Jackson, and let me just adjust the camera a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. My guitar. So right now I'm using the what you call the this angle, which is a good angle for everybody to watch me. And if you have any questions about jazz improv, please ask me now. So when I'm playing through a song, let's say like John Coltrane's Moment's Notice, there's a lot of chords there. So, what I do, for example, you have to figure out how long the chord is that you're playing over. So let's try this. So if I'm playing through the song like Moment's Notice like this. So that's a lot of chords. That's E minor 7, A7, F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat major 7, A flat minor 7, D flat 7. Okay, and then it's D minor 7, G7, E flat minor 7, A flat 7. Yeah, so that's a great question. So you can build off the root, actually, yes. Let me put that comment up real quick. Yeah, you can build off the root. Here's the problem. Biker Chick says hi, everybody. Hi, Biker Chick. And so you can build off the root. So what I do is this. You should be able to do basic things like this when you're doing improvisation. Great question. Whatever your name is, I can't say your name. Kala. Oh, I can't say your name. It'll take too long to say your name. Anyway, so what I do is, if you're playing that fast, watch this. A lot of chords. So you don't have a lot of licks worked out for that. I'll go like this. No. See what I just did? So that's like a good exercise. But the problem is, a lot of guitar players, when they're trying to play an exercise like this, everybody, they're going like they're just going. They only know how to play one way. So if you're gonna play like an E minor arpeggio like this, E minor 7. So over that change, I'm going like this. I'll do like maybe a 2-5 lick that goes over that. See that? Then I'll do the same thing. See what I did? The problem is, it sounds like an exercise. So one good thing to know, everybody, is when you're actually playing like phrases like that, I would have a bunch of different ones. So like on Moment's Notice, again, we're talking about the song Moment's Notice by John Coltrane. There's a lot of chords there. Let me see what that is. I can't see. I didn't see that private chat here. Let me see something here. I'm going to look at my phone to see some of the questions here. So the thing is, when you're playing through these types of things, is the mic too loud? I just want to make sure about that. Make sure the mic sounds okay, everybody. Let me see. The mic is... Lower the mic so it doesn't block. Okay, yeah, let me see. So let me try to sit up straight, everybody. So here. So the question is, everybody, listen to this. So if I'm playing through the changes like this, okay, watch this. Now watch my left hand so you can see it. I'm going like this. Now that exercise is great, but the problem is, it's like a lick but you have to be able to play that lick so many ways. Well, yeah, I'm doing it smooth. So I'm just looking at your comment because my guitar is pretty far away, and you're right. I do it smooth because I've been practicing for a long time, and I don't play it like that. That's a really easy phrase to play. There's a 2-5 lick, okay? So, because this is called a 2-5, E minor 7 to A7. It's the 2 of the key of D, and then the 5 of the key of D, and they're supposed to resolve, but you don't. But in the Coltrane tune, Moment's Notice, there's a lot of 2-5s like that. Then, see that? A lot of chords. So what I do is this. Yeah. You know what? I can read the comments. I'm going to try to read the comments on my YouTube channel, everybody, right now, so I can see them a little bit better because it's pretty far away. So what I'm trying to do is, when you practice these types of things, you've got to make sure that you actually, what's the word? You just got to make sure that you practice them so much that they become really, really smooth. You know what I mean? So let me go to my channel right now. Let me look at my live questions. Let me just turn the volume down. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so what's happening is, everybody, is this. So I'll do that, and then let me see the question. Oh, yeah, let me see the questions here. Yeah. A condenser might help. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I'm going to try to put the condenser mic up next time. The problem is I broke the actual the mic clip. So anyway, so let me help you with this. So watch this. So I can go like this. That one lick I'm doing, the reason why I do it so smooth is because I know how to play so many different ways. Watch me. So one good way to practice your jazz chops, everybody, is to practice the same phrase as many ways as possible on the guitar. Watch this. See that? Now that's all in the same register. See that? Watch this now. I'll do an octave higher. See that? So to be able to play jazz really well, let me see the question you have right here. What shape is that? This is just a minor shape. It's just a minor shape. It's a very common shape in jazz. I can't say your name is so long with the letter C. So, but your goal really is to be able to find that shape everywhere and be able to transpose it, like play different ways. So what I'll do is I'll play that same phrase through the song. Watch me. So Moments Notice has a lot of these changes. Watch this. No. Well, now watch it. See what I'm doing? I'm going through the changes. See? See? See what I'm doing is I have a bunch of those kind of licks and phrases, and I mix them all up, and that's how you really work on your jazz improv. Okay, and so what happens is with a song like Moments Notice, all these changes like this. See that? So I'll go like this. So here's with me really playing through those chord changes. I know so many of those kinds of licks that I'll do this. Watch me. So what I'm doing is I'm playing through Moments Notice, but I'm playing all kinds of phrases through that. Let me see what the comments here. Oh, yeah, so I like that. Yeah, you really have to know every chord, every scale. Beautiful, you have mastered the whole neck, and definitely have a Coltrane vibe. Thank you. Yeah, just one more. Okay, just a public service thing. Please, everybody, if you don't follow me already, please subscribe to me right now, Ron Jackson Music. If you're enjoying what you hear, you know, you could super chat me here on YouTube or whatever, you use PayPal or Venmo or whatever you have. And also, definitely subscribe to me if you don't already. So I'm talking about how you practice jazz improvisation, everybody. Ask me any question, and if you want to help me out, you can, you can buy me coffee or lunch. And if you're getting some good advice about this, or you could join my Patreon, just so you guys know. My Patreon is Ron Jackson Music. Okay, it's patreon.com/Ron Jackson Music, and I'm offering free lessons for referrals if you join my Patreon as well. So let me see. Let me see what he says. Yeah, almost a Joe Pass. Joe Pass, I mean, just so you guys know, I actually did a workshop with Joe Pass when I was in college at Berkeley years ago, and he was really amazing. So for example, we talk about jazz improvisation. So you can ask me about anything about jazz. So when I'm practicing scales, for example, a lot of people talk about like the certain things like knowing how to do your chords and all that stuff. And I talked about the cage systems to some people before. The caged, system, which is like knowing the sequence of chords when you make them, when you play the same chord all over the neck. So things like that, in jazz, we think about that. So basically, for example, let's say I'm playing a 7-string right now. And when you do the cage system, it doesn't really apply much to jazz. It does, but the thing is, a lot of people who do the caged kind of system are limited to the key of C. But in jazz, you have to be able to play in any key, so you have to really, really know your guitar neck, everybody. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. And I like to talk about that. So when I'm playing all these different kinds of things, I'm actually playing all over the guitar neck. You have to really know your guitar neck, especially if I'm playing a 7-string like I'm doing right now. So let me pick up my 6-string so you can check it out. I'll play over that next. So let me get my 6-string out. Okay. Excuse me. So here's my 6-string. So I was playing my 7-string just a second ago, and I think it's much harder to play 7-string. But you have to be able to master the 6-string first before you play 7-string. So for example, let me tune it up real quick. So let me play some more improvisation stuff for you. So if I'm playing like through a song like the blues or something like that, you have to really know your changes, okay? So let's say you're playing a blues in G, a jazz blues. So if I'm playing through that, now jazz blues has all these chords in it. Now a lot of people who play jazz, what happens? They don't play over all these chords. So what you have to do, everybody, is you have to learn how to play the chord scale for each of these chords. Now, when I'm playing a solo, I don't particularly play chord scales all the time. I play a lot of lines. So let me see what this comment is here. Yes, C is easy. Yeah, but you have to transpose. You're right. So you have to be able to do this. What a good exercise, everybody, is to play like these songs, the chord progression, for example. When you're playing jazz, you really have to know your chord progression. So if I'm playing the key of G, I'll go to the key of I'll go to the cycle of fifths. Now we're back in C, but let's say we're starting in like A flat. Now I'll go to D flat. It's a good exercise. Now when I'm playing through this, I know the chords too as well. Now I'm G flat. So what I'm doing, basically, you have to be able to play through the different keys and know what you're doing. Now, one of the issues I have is like when people talk about the cage system. I'm gonna do a video about this too soon. A lot of people are put in a cage, everybody, where they only can do that in the key of C. Where in jazz you have to be able to play in every key, everybody, and and be free in every key. So let me see this comment here. So yes, the voice is clipping. Can you put forward mic down or down the mix? Sure, I'll bring it down a little bit. Is that better? Let me know. If it's too loud, I'll move it further. Yes, so what I'm trying to say is, everybody, so when you're playing, I'll put the mic down. Thank you. Can you hear me, guys? Just let me know. Okay, just give me a comment or something. So, I don't want to play too loud or too, is that better? Okay, good. So anyway, what I was trying to say before is when you're playing these chords and you're playing through changes, you really have to know what you're doing, but also you have to practice these things in every key and really know what's up. Let me see. Can I hear the guitar is a bit quiet? Your guitar is a bit quiet. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Check this out. Is that better? Yeah, so ask me any questions you like, everybody, about jazz improv and knowing the guitar neck. I can hear you. Are those round wound strings? Oh, that's a great question, everybody. These people are always asking me these questions, but I happen to be prepared tonight. Take a look, everybody. These are Labella jazz tapes. Take a look. And these are 14 to 79. And I actually use the 79 on my 7-string, but I use exact same set on my 6-string D'Angelico here. Okay? So you could check those strings out. They're black tape nylon strings. You see that? Round. They're flat wounds, okay? Completely flat, no noise, except for my 7-string where it's noisy. So, because it's a round wound string. Now, you can get these check these out on my Amazon store. Just go to amazon.com/shop/Ron Jackson Music, and you can get these strings there. So these are 14s, everybody. These are the type of strings I use, okay? 14 on top. Pretty big strings, huh? Really great strings. And if you're enjoying what you hear, you can get these lessons and stuff. You can check out my vinyl on my my website, ronjacksonmusic.com. I have vinyls for sale there. And also, those are big strings. Yep. Remember, the bigger the string, the bigger the sound. You rely a lot less on your amp, everybody. Now, you can also get my lessons about jazz improv on my website. These are like the physical versions, but you can print these out. On my website, if you want to learn about harmonic minor riffs, giant steps, my arrangement on giant steps, for example, you can pick these up on my website. Just go to ronjacksonmusic.com. You can get some cool things like that at my website too. So let me keep going. Yeah, those are some big strings. Yes, they are. So let me keep going. So I'm gonna go for a little bit longer. If you have any questions about jazz improv, so basically, if I'm playing through any kind of song, no matter what it is, everybody, I just want to make sure that I know how to play the scale or arpeggio over each chord. So if you're playing really complicated songs, like some Wayne Shorter songs or something like that, or songs that have a lot of chords in it, you got to really, really know the chord scales. So, like, let me find something that's really hard here. Like 81, or that's kind of easy. But let's say this song called El Gaucho. There's a lot of chords here. It goes like this. Let me show you. So that's a lot of chords. So if I'm playing through a song like that, it's F major 7. I play the scale. F major 7. E flat major 7. Now D minor 7, arpeggio. B flat dominant. B dominant. Now E dominant. With a sharp 5. Now F minor 7. G major 7. See that? Then G flat major 7, E flat major 7. You see that? I want to make sure I know how to play all the arpeggios of all the chords that I'm playing at least. Now, when you're improvising in jazz, you don't have to play all those notes, actually. You could just play individual notes, everybody. You could just play, like, let's say I'm playing through this song. So there I could just go. What I did was I just played really simple stuff. You don't have to play really complicated to play over chord changes in jazz. You can make your lines really simple, like I just did. And that's actually the most important thing is when you heard Wayne Shorter, this is a Wayne Shorter song, everybody. I just played over. Those are the chords I played over. See those? And what happened was I was just playing really, really, really basic stuff. But the thing is, when you're doing jazz, the most important thing is being able to play the right stuff at the right time, okay? And know how to play the right chord scale. That's what makes you a good jazz musician. That's really hard to do. You're already a good jazz musician if you could just play over the chords at the right time. That's the whole point. And I learned that a long time ago. You don't have to play anything really fancy, actually. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Again, I'm going to go on for a little bit, maybe 5-10 more minutes. And again, if you're enjoying this, please follow me or subscribe to me if you don't. And if you're enjoying this, super chat me as well. And make sure you check out my other videos on YouTube about all kinds of cool things that I talk about. And check out my new podcast, everybody. It's called Keeping Tabs with Ron Jackson. A lot of my students and patrons. It's an invite-only show where if you're a patron or a student of mine, you could go on my show, and it's usually up-and-coming musicians and musicians who are pros, that are on the show. So check it out, called Keeping Tabs with Ron Jackson. Oh, so let me see. There's some more comments here from my friend. I can't pronounce your name here, and you're very engaged. I like that. So tone is huge. Thank you. Do you bend at all? Amazing. Yeah, of course I bend. Watch me. That's a great question. Watch this. So these are 14s, everybody. And I can, I'm used to. So I use these 14s and they're really, really, they're big sound. George Benson used these heavy strings like this. And I actually have a George Benson set that are Tomastic. Hey, Rodney, great to see you again. My friend Rodney, let me say Rodney. Let me look at Rodney's comment here. Rodney, hey, can you explain a little bit more about playing over the chords? Yeah, so basically, everybody, when you're playing jazz, okay, you just have to play something that's correct over the chords. A lot of people, it's hard. The hardest part is not about playing the chord. It's being able to play the right note. It could be like a chord tone. It could be a scale. It could be anything. It could be, it doesn't even have to be a chord tone. As long as you play it at the right time, that's the hardest part about playing jazz. Because a lot of guys, they'll just miss, if they don't practice enough, they'll miss the chords, okay? You understand that? So they'll play the wrong note on the chord at the wrong time, of course, It's also your rhythm, everybody. Remember, rhythm is very important. And so you just have to make sure you play something correct over the chord when you're actually improvising. So when I'm playing, let's say, like giant steps, for example. Everybody wants to learn about that. So it's like this. I hold on, my guitar's out too, because I bent the strings. I bent these 14s, everybody. Believe it or not. Okay, so when I'm playing through that, I have patterns. I'll go, but one thing you could actually do is just arpeggiate. See that? So that's arpeggiating giant steps, basically. It sounds really boring, though. Sounds like an exercise. So what I do is, when I'm doing these kind of arpeggios, if I'm playing through giant steps, I won't play all those notes. I'll go like this. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going crazy with giant steps, but you get the idea. I'm just basically what happens is it's hard for me to play like boring like that, but to be able to play through giant steps or something like that, you just have to really be able to play really simple lines. And I have things that are worked out as well, So that's a complicated song, actually. I mean, everybody wants to play giant steps for some weird reason, and it's an exercise to me, really. But I have a lot of licks that go through the. I have all this on my website too. If you want to learn some giant steps shortcuts, for example, there's always a shortcut you could learn. Let me see something here. Let me see that comment that you have there. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to go on for a little bit longer, and I appreciate everybody watching. And let me see this. Let me try this. I'm going to see the comment right now that someone left. Let me see what you said here. Oh, incorporate the melody, like a half diminished variation. Yeah, so you know what? Just so you guys know, there's some great examples of musicians that were great improvisers that did not play very complicated. One is Jim Hall. He was great. He played really melodic, and he played always the right stuff and very minimal. And so did Grant Green. And I heard comments that Grant Green, that Jim Hall would complain that George Benson played too much, that kind of stuff, And it's all subjective, all this stuff too. So you don't have to play to be a good jazz musician. You just have to be able to play. You have to have good time, good feel, and be able to play the changes and have your own style and be able to play the right stuff at the right time. It's really all about that, everybody. And, everybody thinks about all this fancy jazz stuff, all these licks and phrases. But some of the best players, man, don't play that much. They just play the stuff at the right time. Let me see. Pat Metheny can really play over changes. And he was like a Wes Montgomery clone, just so you guys know, when he was a kid. But if you read interviews with him, I've seen him quite a few times. Even and he was one of the first people I saw in jazz. And he played exactly like Wes Montgomery, but he decided that would not be good for his career. So he actually decided to be like Pat Metheny and just be himself. But he plays really melodic, but he knows how to play over chord changes. Everybody, he's a great example of a jazz musician who knows how to play changes and has his own style, though. So So we can talk more about this, but go check out my lessons and everything else. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. I appreciate everybody that Rodney and Cal, I just want to say your first part of your name, and other people who made comments. And if you have any last-minute questions, ask me now about jazz improvisation. And it's important to know that jazz is really a language, everybody, and it's something you really have to learn. You're welcome, Rodney. And let me see. Let's see if there's last comments, everybody. And you could just check out all my lessons and stuff, also on YouTube. A lot of the phrases and licks that I have on my YouTube channel. You can actually get the sheet music like this. You can get the sheet music like this on my website, or my Patreon if you join, okay, and check it out. Let me see the last comment. Feels like I got lucky to catch you by chance. Yeah, great. So Cal, just make sure you follow me and everything else, and I always have some new content coming out all the time on my YouTube. And please share my live stream, my channel, and I'm trying to get to 100 million followers. So help me get to 100 million, everybody. Okay, in jazz. That would be a crazy, man, if I get to 100 million followers. Right now, I only have subscribers. If it can get me to 100 million, that would really help me. But right now, I'll settle with 30,000. So thanks, everybody, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? At Ron Jackson Music. I hope to see you at one of my shows, etc. You can follow me on my website and see where I'm playing next. You can see me live and do this stuff live, okay? So I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.